Alright guys, welcome back to the Poke Force. So we kind of been talking over some new ideas we want to do on the channel, and we kind of have decided that we're going to try to do this like once a week, see if we can, what kind of Pokemon news we can find. And we found a few topics today, so we're going to go over those really fast, and as long as we can keep finding stuff, we'll keep doing this. The first thing we're going to touch on is the Pokemon Rumble Rush mobile app it's already released in Australia from what I've heard, and they're planning for it to come out worldwide soon. From the brief bit I've read about this, it looks like it's going to be, they're calling it a beat 'em up, which I think might be a little generous, but from what I understand,
free to start though.
Free
to start.
Yeah, free's good. But
it says free to start though, so that means they're gonna microtransaction you quickly.
You already know.
Yeah.
You already know they're gonna try to make money off it somehow. Mm-hmm. They don't do nothing's free, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. If I'm 100% honest, I'm not too excited. It looks like I've seen a little bit of gameplay on videos. It kind of looks like you just kind of tap the screen till you get to the end of the stage, and you get a chance to fight a Pokemon at the end of the stage.
It's a bathroom game.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the artwork Pokemon for it's really cute.
Yeah, I mean, it's Pokemon, so you gotta figure they're not gonna let him.
A bit ridiculous with his T-Rex arms.
It's like, look at my teethers.
I don't know any big arms. These are pretty silly looking, and I think that's a Psyduck, but some of the Pokemon look a little funky.
That is a Psyduck.
Yeah, like a Stunkfisk.
There's some screenshots of it. You know, we'll give it a shot when it comes out for sure. I just don't know how much coverage of this game you can expect on this channel. Just doesn't really look like something I'm going to be into. I don't know. I know I heard something about you collect ore throughout the stages, and then you use this ore to make chests, and then you have to wait. There's like timers on the chests.
With that little Sandshrew though, that is so cute. I think Arrow will probably want to play it some. I only want to play for the cuteness.
I'll definitely give it a shot. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's great. But me personally, I don't think I'm going to be too into this.
I'm not so pro the microtransaction mobile apps.
No, me neither.
I mean, Pokemon Go has, the microtransactions if you want to, but you can still get through it all without paying.
We're going to get into that shortly here. That's one preview of one of our topics. So, I'm not going to spend a whole lot more time on this. It is what it is, and, if it gets popular, even if we don't care for it, if it gets really popular, we'll talk about it more, but...
Let us know, are you guys going to play? Are you excited? Or how do you feel about it? Just tell us in the comments below.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you guys have any comments, or if, or even if you're more hyped about it than I am, just let us know. We'll be happy to engage you over this in any way that you want. And our next topic is there's a new Pokemon Go update today, and this is probably the most significant Pokemon Go update we've had since Gen 4 came out. Well, part of Gen 4 came out.
Since they released them in stages now. I mean, the Detective Pikachu event ended, and then they're right to something new. Mm-hmm. But this was much bigger.
So in this one, it looks like we're getting at least these 6 new Pokemon. This is just what we know about right now. The update alluded to some secret stuff we might find later. So we might find more.
This hippopotamus, however you say that, has an evolution, which they don't mention, but Gibble evolves into Gabite, so I don't know if that means this evolution's not available right now. There's also 2 versions of Shellos, depending on what sea you are in. I think it's North Sea and South Sea or something. The other one is blue, though, so I don't know if those are both available or they're only available for the one color.
Seems ripe for a regional, right?
I think it would be harder to do that as a regional unless you only pick 2 regions. But I don't know.
Well, they do that already with Solrock and Lunatone.
Oh yeah, I guess they're not available in Africa and Asia and such.
I mean, they've swapped, so everyone's had an opportunity to get both of
Yeah.
them. But they do them in the northern and the southern hemisphere. So, and then it talks about here we've got Mime Jr. is not out yet, which
He's super cute.
there's a good possibility. They like to make these babies. All the babies hatch out of eggs.
Yeah.
So there's a good possibility those might be live in eggs already. It's just no one's hatched them because hatch rates can be really tough sometimes. And Rotom, which I don't know. I don't even have any ideas about how they're going to work Rotom in.
Yeah, I mean, it's got different forms.
Yeah.
And then Burmy, I believe, has different forms as well.
I've seen him on the nearby list.
Yeah, we haven't...
They haven't found him yet.
I haven't found anything. Shade's found. What did you find?
What is that? What is that Pokemon called? Let me see if I can...
Was it the Cherubi? Cherubi?
It's not that one, but it's definitely similar to it. Come on, phone.
See, they specifically mentioned these two, and I'm about 80% positive that that's an evolution. Gabite's an evolution of the Gibble.
So it's a
But maybe
Charon.
similar.
I don't know how well the camera's going to pick that up. So that's what I've gotten so far today.
I have got nothing. You get nothing. Good day, sir.
So they're adding Earth Power in, which at first I was like, well, I mean, it's just another move. I don't really care that much. But this is interesting here. Earth Power is a powerful ground-type charge attack that could lower your opponent's defense in trainer battles. So the idea that they're going to add moves in that can have effects on your opponents in
Your
PvP,
stats.
really cool. It would make PvP a lot more compelling than it is right now.
Yeah.
I got
Rather
bored
than
with it
just
pretty
the-
quickly.
Click, 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 click.
Yeah. It was just
Sorry.
the only reason I ever did it was try to get Sinnoh stones.
Still trying to get Sinnoh. I only have like one right now that I can't decide what to use it on, so...
So that's really interesting. I'd like to see where I'm eager to see where they take that idea. Tells you, the new earth or the new ground and rock types, and the new Sinnoh Pokemon are gonna know it, and then it gives you a list here of some current Pokemon that are already available that could know the move. So I'm guessing that means it's going to be dropped directly into their move pools. So if you TM them now, you could probably get the move.
I would say charge TM, not a fast TM.
Right.
Lore modules. They added 3 new ones. Glacial.
Glacial, Mossy, and Magnetic, I believe.
Is that what they... Okay. I couldn't
believe
remember
so.
the terms they used for the other.
So these are pretty interesting, and
Yes.
they're interesting, and I also find them frustrating at the same time. So, here's the key. These new lures will finally give us a way to evolve Glaceon, Leafeon, Magnezone, and Probopass. So, if you can put 2 and 2 together, I'm sure you can understand that if you put a Glacial lure on a Pokestop, I imagine you'll probably have to...
You have to be in range, which...
Obviously, you're going to have to be in range. I would probably spin it once just to be safe.
So we got here. You have to be within range with an active lure of the appropriate type and successfully spin its Pokedisc. Photodisc, not Pokedisc.
Well, it says, and you can successfully spin it. It doesn't say you have to, but I would spin it anyway just to be safe.
Yes.
So if you put a Glacial
Especially
lure...
if you're doing an EV evolution, because it can be frustrating when you end up not doing it the correct way and ending up with one of the many random evolutions.
You have a great EV to evolve into a Glaceon, you end up getting your 300th Flareon.
Jolteon.
Yeah. So, you put the Glacial lure on, spin the Pokestop, you evolve an Eevee, and hopefully the idea is you'll get a Glaceon.
Well, okay, so you can choose to whether or not to proceed with special evolution. So that kind of helps with the Eevee of whether you're going to be evolving them.
So it explicitly tells you, like, you're going to get a Glaceon or a Leafeon or whatever.
Magnezone or Probopass.
Right. So here's my issue with it. This is the only way I know of to get them so far. Is with 200 Pokecoins. Which basically means all those evolutions are paywalled. Now, let's not get too fantastical about it. If you have a friend who has a lure and they put it up, from what I understand, you're still going to be able to use that lure to evolve your Pokemon. So you're not necessarily going to have to buy one, but somebody has to.
Here's a good question that's going to be answered Sunday. Sunday is Community Day for Torchic. Lures last 3 hours. Is that going to apply to these new lure modules? That's something we're going to have to wait and see, whether they extend them or they only extend the normal lures.
If I had to make a guess, I would think that they probably would.
So that can be really helpful.
But
we like to go to our park and drive around, eat lunch, and then hit all the Pokestops.
Yeah, we usually make a picnic out of it.
Maybe, hopefully, if we
if you follow us on our Instagram, you'll probably see some snapshots from our Community Day trip.
Yeah, we usually like to try to compete to find the most shinies and to be the first.
She always wins.
I do not.
She gets all
the
the
last
shinies.
2 times. You have won the shinies.
You get all the shinies.
I haven't gotten a good shiny in a while. There's nothing shiny outside right now.
So, the lures also attract Pokemon that align with that type. So, if you use the Glacial lure, you're going to draw things in like Squirtles and Lapras and Sneasel.
Which both have shiny, which is what that little lovely symbol is.
Yeah, up in the upper right hand corner.
And Dugong can't be shiny, but Seal shiny has been released.
Note this here. These are examples. This is nowhere near a complete list.
As you have Jinx for an ice type. You have Psyduck, all kinds of different water types. I think ice type list is definitely smaller.
So that's really cool for shiny hunting, or even if you're just looking for a
especially
specific
for Lapras,
Pokemon.
because Lapras is just so hard to find in general. And to be able to find a shiny Lapras would be that much more exciting,
cool.
which we'll cover in our next topic as well.
So, Magnetic Lure, same thing, same idea, but you can evolve Magnezone and Probopass under the effects of this lure.
Probopass is really just Nosepass once he hit puberty. He starts to get that facial hair going.
Grows a little mustache.
Yep.
He's
in
his angsty teenage years.
Well, that's a little bit more than a teenage mustache, because there's more than 3 hairs.
I don't know. You saw me when I was a teenager.
Yeah, well, some teenagers are balls of fur like you, and other teenagers are naked.
So, they're going to attract electric, steel, and rock type, apparently. I'm surprised ground is not in there. Maybe it is. Maybe this is just because this is, again, not a complete list. But, their examples are shown here. Pikachu, Magnemite, Alolan Geodude.
Yeah, Magnemite's got a shiny, so now you'll be able to get the shiny Magnezone, too. Shiny Pikachu.
Free.
Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, I covered up with my blanket because it's freezing. Sorry. Oh.
Sorry,
I think we're also...
I take up a lot of it.
Our floor is like an incline. Oh, that Leafeon. I'm excited about Leafeon. She's super cute.
So here's our third new lure type, the Mossy lure. You're going to be able to evolve Leafeon under the effects of this one. And again, more examples here. Bug, grass, poison. So you can see these are going to be really cool for shiny hunting. It's just another graph kind of showing the same stuff. Kind of an overall.
I always find these really helpful because it gives you a better idea, and it's more condensed, and sometimes I don't like to read. I just want to look at the pictures. Make up my own words.
Anything else to say about that, or should we move on to our next
thing? Just, keep an eye out. Let us know if you guys notice on Community Day, if you find one of those lures in your area. Did it last the 3 hours, or was it still just 30 minutes? Hopefully we'll run into one, but I'm not sure. With it being 200 coins, I'm sure there will be some. But
technically, I have enough Google Play credit to cash out, and I can get some if we need to.
I could too, but we'll have to save that.
We'll see.
Who knows? There might be a crazy box coming or something soon. They switch those out pretty often too. Right.
So, last topic for today.
Next exciting news.
We have our Raid Week event coming up.
I believe it starts.
This looks interesting too. I think we need to try
Tuesday?
to see if we can get some friends together and just kind of roll out, so we don't have to count on anyone in the local raid group showing up. We can just do it on our own.
So it starts Tuesday, May 21st at 1 p.m. That is Pacific time. We are Eastern here, so it's always 4 o'clock for us, which of course we have to be working at that time. So we get a late start, and then it goes until May 28th at 1 p.m. Pacific, same time. Okay, sorry. Alright, new thing. They're changing the raids, but they are adding Bronzer as a shiny. And they're also adding Clam Pearl to the raids. And I think before Clam Pearl was only available for the 1 day. For I think it was 3 hours of special
Yeah, I think we
quests.
totally
Yeah,
missed it.
didn't even get out. Just stinks. But now we have another chance. And then I'm sure I'm going to butcher this. Aslif is what's available here.
I think it's like a Zelf.
That thing. No, the Lake Spirits are going to be here until May 27th.
Still region locked.
Yes, they said they weren't going to be switching them either. So May 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern, they will be switching over. I don't think they haven't really announced anything yet, so we'll have to see if it's a surprise or they're just bringing us back something.
I don't recognize that one.
Floatzel, that is what, I have a Floatzel, let me show you.
Oh, it's already in?
Yeah. It's
it's Weasel's evolution.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sea weasel. Some of the descriptions for these are great. And then your bonuses for that week are 2 times raid Stardust and XP. So if you hit, if you're going and going and going, you've got, your lucky eggs and your star pieces. You're going to be getting up there trying to hit level 40, which I'm probably going to try to do. Because I know I've got, I think, upwards of 30 star pieces.
Shoot, I'm 35. It takes so long to level now.
Yeah. And then this is just a breakdown showing all of them and which ones can be shiny and get shiny Scyther. I would like a shiny Scyther and Aerodactyl.
So, and then we have our raid hour.
Yeah.
Dinner this time, thankfully. I hate when
Yes.
they do the lunch ones because we work full-time jobs, so we're never able to actually do it.
Nope. So that'll be May 22nd, 6 to 7 p.m. local time. So whatever time zone you're in, it'll be 6 to 7 regardless. And it's still just going to be the same raid bosses for the week, but it's going to increase how many raids are available. I think the last time they did one of these, it was, I think almost every gym we passed had a raid in progress. And then Lapras Raid Day. I am so excited for Lapras Raid Day. I want a shiny Lapras so bad. I've had luck. On Gengar Raid Day, I got a shiny Gengar. I think we both got shiny Moltres. I got
several of those.
I think, what is that? Lugia Raid Day. I got a shiny Lugia.
Go.
Yeah. Pokemon Let's
Or
Go.
Let's Go, yeah.
And then what? You got a shiny, I got a shiny Articuno, and you ended up with a shiny...
I have a shiny Zapdos. Shiny Moltres. Shiny Latios?
Yeah, but that wasn't
Or
a special
Latios.
raid.
Latios.
That wasn't a special raid day, though.
I think it was.
I think it was a raid weekend where they brought them back. But
Was it?
those were from those 3-hour windows for raids. So we have a set group of people we used to raid with. We'll probably be able to find. They tend to come out at least for those days. So we've got May 25th, 11 and 2 p.m. local time. It's kind of nice they changed it to local time, so now the servers aren't all getting loaded up at once. It's kind of staggering everything with the time zones. But you get 5 free passes, and then
no cost to you.
Yes. I also have, I think, 30 plus premium raid passes from buying boxes and not using them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they already had shiny Lapras introduced at the Safari Zone.
Yeah, one of the travel events that, most people can't.
Yeah. So now we get a better chance of getting a shiny Lapras, so I'll probably throw in. And then you're still getting that double XP and the double Stardust, so it's definitely, use those lucky eggs and the star pieces during the whole event. And then we get the pretty purple shiny Lapras. See, and then shiny rates are not increased. That's unfortunate. And shiny guaranteed catches, so I know that's usually it for
if pretty much everyone should know that by this point, but if you don't, if you get a shiny from a raid, as long as you hit it, you're going to catch it, so make sure you use a pinup berry on that guy.
And here's our little breakdown there's what your shiny bronzer is going to look like. It looks green to me. Yeah, I think the bronzer looks better though. So if I get one, I'm probably just going to keep it because I prefer that.
Still need that shiny Shinx.
I need a lot of these shinies. I don't like shiny Sinks. I don't like the gold. I'm not a gold person, so. I really like purple though, so shiny Lapras is definitely up my alley.
Bling bling. But I think that about covers our first PokeNews. The 151, is that what you're going on?
Yep, Station 151.
From the PokeForce headquarters.
Yes. So tell us, are you more excited just to get out and get all these raids done? Who are you looking forward to the most? Are you, excited about shiny Lapras? Or are you more excited about, another chance at Clam Pearl? Shiny Bronzor?
I'm most excited about the new Gen 4 stuff for sure. The raids are going to be cool.
I'm excited about the new introduction of Pokemon. We're still a little behind, though, on the Gen 4. It's been a little rough getting them.
Yeah.
But I am ready to get me a Lapras. Hopefully we can do some late-night Poke hunting tomorrow. We live next to a grocery store, actually. That is a hot spot. I think it has 10-plus Pokestops. There's 3 gyms. Remember when Pokemon Go first launched, we had
several Pokestops that there's like a spot where you can sit and hit 3 Pokestops.
There were 20 plus people sitting outside in lawn chairs, just hanging out.
Surprised they were okay with that, honestly. But yeah, I think that about concludes this one.
It does.
And have a good one, guys.